I think being very thin has had a lot to do with how I've been cast. The most amazing thing is when you find yourself watching someone in the cafe, or something doing something weird. It's amazing what people do, isn't it, when you just look at them, when you take the time to look. I've gone on workout regimes, but I seem to have a system that is very resistant to changing. The criminal justice system, like any system designed by human beings, clearly has its flaws. I reckon domesticated cats have a pretty good life. We are so mired in the complexity of our reactions to other people that when you come across someone who is asocial, there is a simplicity that is refreshing. Your one certainty in life, your power as a human being, is that you have a choice in every situation about what you do next and about how you take what has happened to you. My intuition comes up with better stuff than my head, I think. In film, I find it very useful always to do some preparation before you start rehearsals or start shooting, because there's so much that's against you on a film set. I'm a fairly private person. I think that sometimes in theater, I don't prepare much beyond going to the rehearsals. I wish that the arts were better supported, and you can't say that enough times, but I also believe that whatever happens, artists will keep going. I was quite a shy child, not chronically, but I tended to blend into the background. I think the sensation of being moved by a piece of art is something that is really good for a person's soul. I find it really hard to say anything coherent or interesting about the work I do. I find it weird that people want to know about you. It's fun to pretend you're good at something you know you wouldn't be good at in real life. I used to collect knickknacks, like wizards, trolls, and little Buddhas, and arrange them like precious things on a shelf. I love the characters I've had the opportunity to play. I love films. I love music. I love poetry and stories. All of that I feel. I sort of get very excited and fed by. I don't think anyone can walk through the world in a state of vulnerability all the time, can they? The thing I love most about acting is that your capacity evolves as you evolve, as a human being. One of the things I find very difficult about theater is the repetition that something can slide away from your original intentions. I would have loved to have been a painter or a sculptor. I'm still fascinated by those things. The thing I love about acting is that you can bring something very personal into the open and at the same time remain hidden because you're always playing a character in a story that someone else has imagined. You're always protected. I love taking on other people's words. They are much more interesting to me than my own. Even today, England is a very repressive country, and there's pressure to be kind of a certain way, so people do things that ultimately make them sad. I don't have any ambition to make lots of money or win an Oscar or anything like that. It's not about that for me. I'd like to have a go at directing. Keats himself spoke about how Shakespeare was capable of erasing himself completely from the characters he had created. As an actor, that is what I'm trying to do. I'm really hopeless with technology. I don't even have a computer. For me, it's important to keep a level of anonymity. My favorite Bond films are the really early ones, the first ones in fact, like Dr. No and From Russia with Love. What I notice about people who are gifted in filmmaking is that they're great thinkers. They engage with big ideas and they engage with people. When I finished my A-levels, I assumed I'd be able to get work as an actor, but I couldn't. I didn't get an audition. Nothing. So I thought I'd better train and then the parts would come. When you have a character to work with, you carry them around in a strange way. They make you look at the world in a different way. I'm not tortured and neurasthenic, I'm really not. Filmmakers tell stories to explore human nature, which is always a flawed thing. I think I have a degree of confidence, but I also have terrible insecurity, like anybody does. The thing about acting is that it's fairly random. At the end of the day, you take what drifts past you or what's given to you. I am a typical Libran. I tend to see two sides of everything. I don't think I am especially interested in celebrities, but I love talking about what is going on with people and why they do what they do. I do get stopped on the street, although rarely, and they always have something lovely to say.